is a Hall of Famer?
Man, this been.
I always see it, and the reason it sparked
I
me to
saw that.
ask this question was him versus Victor Wembley when he dunked on Draymond. Then he came out and said like, Victor's scared of me, and I'm like, I don't know
Oh,
if
I thought you was
Victor's.
gonna talk about the list.
The list.
Yeah.
That's
What
what. That's
list?
what got me thinking. And I'm not gonna lie.
What list? Hold on, y'all gonna have to educate me
You
on
ain't
this
see the
list.
list of
Kenyon Martin came out with a list.
like a he
Oh,
listed
I peeped.
200
I did. I just
players.
didn't see all
It
of
was
it.
200 players better than Draymond, and then he went to like power forwards. It was like over 50 power forwards that was better than Draymond.
And then he
Green.
pulled out like some random names
Yeah.
that.
It was some names I was like, all right, Ken.
Yeah,
you
he was
dragging
trying to
it
he was
now.
trying to like troll him,
But
whatever.
there were some names I'm like, This is the thing, and I don't want to disrespect Draymond and what he's done. I think it's hard to say because we all know the role that he played on the Warriors,
Definitely.
and because it's already done, it's already cemented in history. We can't say that his impact wasn't impactful. It for damn sure had to be. You know, they won championships, they done stuff. But skill-wise, I'm like, yeah, you could argue, you know, guys like, I mean, he's saying some names. I'm like, Al Jefferson. I'm like Elton Brand. I'm like,
Because they pulling stats out, you know,
know
they're
what I
like,
mean?
well,
Like for me though, I say he is just because he's a part of a long, successful winning career.
yes.
Right? And you was an active key role member on that. Now, it could be same thing like if you was on the same team as Brady and you won like the 5 rings with Brady.
yeah.
But
And it was wide receiver
and you-
2.
Yeah, and you wide receiver 2. That's
That's
the
the-
other like caveat. That's
Not
the
even wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3.
3. Yeah.
You
so,
know, because they still had Clay.
Like,
They also had Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
So you know, like,
I don't think might be a crazy take. I don't think the Warriors are the Warriors without Draymond Green.
I think so.
I don't.
That's
I
what I'm
don't,
saying.
I don't
Like,
think
I
that
agree with
dynasty
you.
is the same.
Like-
I do think he does add an element of winning basketball, defense, especially toughness. I'm like, imagine that team without him.
Cause you
I
about to
think he
say
was the toughness.
I agree.
know,
I would agree with that.
If you call it like if we do the whole Tom Brady thing and kind of like to me, Draymond Green is like the center of the
Tight.
line.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
that
I'm saying?
center probably won't even get in the Hall of Fame,
And that's what
which
I'm
is
saying.
crazy.
But then
You know, like,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
yeah,
And
but
he
that's where
facilitated, bro. We just spoke about it. You talking about somebody that got to make these checks every play, know what the defense is doing. That's probably what Draymond doing. Hey, this is what we be sitting here. LeBron calling out play. That's probably what Draymond doing.
Probably the most
He the
prepared
enforcer.
guy. Yeah.
He's setting the uncomfortable screens. Hey, run this play. Get it to Steph. Get it
Yeah.
to Clay. Get it to KD. It's tough because it's like when you compare stats to the other people that's not in the Hall of Fame. So then, what does the Hall of Fame actually mean? You know, if we
I
allow,
think we did this before too.
not even we allow, like if they say Draymond's a Hall of Famer, do you open up the book and say, because you know you're gonna have those people,
Well, I think
Andre Iguodala, you know, like you got other people in there that
I think with Draymond, I think it would still make the Hall of Fame very unique because Draymond did it for a long time. He had to do it long enough for us to recognize it. It
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily him
2 years, 1 year.
scoring the 20, 30 points and the 10 rebounds. Like, I think what we all recognized, we knew that he was pretty much going to run it defensively. He's going to be on the boards. And even, I just look at that team and I'm like, I feel like he's putting the battery pack in Steph's back and Clay's back. And I feel like they could trust whatever they want to do because I feel like on the defense end of the floor,
And
he's-
protecting them.
you know what I'm saying? He's handling business on the offense side of the floor. He's probably making sure ball's getting to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he was that kind of player who was unselfish enough to be like, yeah, this is my role on this team. I'm a badass defender, rebounder, and I'm gonna make this team tough. Like I'm gonna make us scrappy. Like we're not just gonna be an offensive team. Like that's what's gonna make us last a long time. Like they
So-
were scrappy.
So do we not discredit or credit, do we, I guess, elevate really good role players for a long time to be able to get in the Hall of Fame?
Low key.
I like that. I would low key like that.
Low key, because to have a good dynasty, I think you need great role players.
Because I
but
agree.
here's the other
I
part,
just think
though.
you become stamped in the history as you were
But here's
a part of
here's
that history.
Like Robert Ory.
But I was about to say though.
Is he Hall of Fame?
I mean,
You
no,
know?
but like if you know,
Then-
it's damn near championships we don't win without Robert Ory.
He got don't he got
like
like
11.
yeah, he got 11 rings too.
You know what I'm saying?
But he
And-
But
not
that's what I
even.
was gonna say. The winning also has because you could be a great role player for a long time or a great six man for a long time and not be winning. I think that's where like is a threshold of like if you're winning and you're that.
Yeah,
great
and that's
role
also a
player.
different time of era because
Yeah.
they didn't really credit role players. You
Yeah.
know, if Draymond was parked 20 years ago in that Kobe
Yeah.
era, that he wouldn't last
Yeah.
in that era because they would have just been, all right, you can do this role somewhere else. We're gonna find somebody that can, you know,
the
get
Warriors
10 and
actually
15.
truly put a value on his role to say like we appreciate you here, we want you here. Whereas like
Yeah, I think that's good coaching. I think not every coach even. I mean, it's the same with like football. Like, I feel like there's guys on your team who maybe they're not the most talented, athletic, even player, but like they're good for your team.
Absolutely,
They're gonna do
it's good to
stuff.
see that they credit that, you
You know what
know,
I'm
because
saying?
we
They're gonna-
always come from hard work and stuff.
They're
so
gonna
that's
do the
good.
stuff that not everybody wants to do. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna block on kick return. They're gonna run down, make the tackle on kickoff, and be excited about it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that gets the team going. That gets other guys wanting to do that same thing. Like, it helps. So it's like, it's hard to, but these are team sports. It's hard to say that role players don't deserve a spot. Because I'm like, man, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, dog, there's definitely at least one Laker championship that they wouldn't have had if Big Shot Bob ain't hit that motherfucking three.
For real,
Yeah.
for
You know what
real,
I'm saying?
dude.
And that happened a couple of times. Like, it wasn't just
Because I
one
mean, you
time.
think, well, that's him, Fisher, Robert.
Derek
Yeah,
Fisher, like,
Rick Fox, bro.
Rick
All
Fox.
the
And
bro,
their role is
Lou.
deeper than
Celtics,
them
you got
shots.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what? He gets into the Hall of Fame. What kind of uproar are you gonna hear from the other people that are statistically better than Draymond?
Oh, the floodgates gonna fly open.
What? So now, like,
Floodgates gonna fly
you
open.
know, because Kenyon Martin mentioned some other people that's not in there with the gold jacket, and you about to open up these gates. And all he gonna say is, "I was the greatest role player, and I got chips."
I low-key feel bad because he's having to defend himself overly. Like,
Overly.
It's kind of crazy. I'm like, he's a champion. He done won. He done really did it all in the game, and he's having to defend himself versus people who, you know, maybe they could say skill-wise or stat-wise they were better, and he just like, well, I won. But Bill Russell, we don't talk about him at all.
That's because he already in there. It's the truth. Once you get in there, we don't talk about you. We talk about people that try to get in that dance, which is crazy.
I think that was more of a championship
Yeah,
conversation.
because
but
it's I don't know.
man.
I'm curious to see what that look like because I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn. Because I'm sure we can go ask ChatGPT who now Hall of Famer, you know, power forwards and who like statistically up there.
Yeah. I will say though, as Kenyon was listing off them names, there was a couple names I was like,
Yeah, it was crazy.
stop, shut up.
So,
But there was a couple names I'm like, nah, you wildin' now.
Towards the end, he started really.
He started reaching.
Yeah.
well, you know, he just trying to dig him down.
Yeah,
Bro,
it was a couple names at the end. I was like, who? Who?
Let me type in this
Right,
highlight tape.
like
That's
what?
crazy. Did y'all watch any of these NFL games? A lot of upsets. Baltimore went down. I mean, not Baltimore. Buffalo goes down.
Yeah.
Shoot, the Colts lost to the